All right, good bounce back win for us. Once again, I thought we played really good defense. Did a better job of avoiding the strikeouts today and hit a lot of balls hard again. So the message today to our guys was just come back, bounce back after a little early adversity, and I thought we did that today. Key for me, Cody Morris was really good. Chapman was not his sharpest, but kept us in the game there, and then Sawyer was really good at the end. So I thought that was the key.
Mark, I'm sure you probably saw some film on Madison last year and how he struggled at the plate. What has he done differently to get that much power and hit the ball the way he has this year? And are you surprised by that?
He's worked really hard. Everything we've tried to do with him, he's had a very open mind. He got with Coach Current, I would say about 2 weeks ago, and just tweaked a little bit where his hands were. And then we talked about the mental approach, about what balls you need to swing at and what balls you need to lay off. And he's run with it. He worked extremely hard all off season, and you're starting to see the results.
Mark, I think 27 guys had 2 strike counts today, and 14 ended up getting on base or hitting home runs. Is that kind of more what you wanted to see from this team?
No doubt, no doubt. And that was an emphasis going into today, that we needed to do a better job of battling with 2 strikes. I didn't think we did a good enough job last night. Guys made a little bit more of a commitment to cut their swings down today, and we had more walks than strikeouts. That's what we want.
Coach, still a lot of men left on base. That was probably the one big negative again today. Is that just something that happens? You can go through a few games like that, or is there a way you can really try to make a different approach to cut down on that?
Well, the big thing is our guys just need to get more comfortable hitting curveballs and sliders and changeups, because when you get guys in scoring position, that's how pitchers try to get you out. So I think we can get on the fastball with just about anybody in the country. We need to get more comfortable with hitting the breaking stuff and the soft stuff. So once we do that, I think you'll start to see guys start to drive even more runs in.
What did you see out of Cody specifically that was so good today?
Well, the fastball velocity was elite. I mean, it was 95 to 97. Command, I would say, was solid, not great, not terrible, just somewhere right there in the middle. When he threw it for strikes and could get ahead, he had no problems. The big thing for him is at that velocity, just you have to be in attack mode. You don't have to nibble. Use the middle of the plate. Let the defense play behind you, and don't give them any help. He had 2 walks today in 5+ innings. We'll take that most times.
Coach, Carlos Cortez walked 5 times through these first 2 games, I guess. Did you kind of expect other teams to kind of pitch around him that much?
Yeah, I think we all know that he's probably our highest regarded hitter coming into this season. So he's going to have that mentality that when he gets his pitch, he crushes it. And when he doesn't, he's going to have to be willing to take walks and pass the baton to the guy behind him. And Jonah Bride and Stokes, obviously those guys are hitting really well. And if they have to do the damage for a while, that's fine. Carlos just has to be mature enough to take his walks when they're not going to give him anything to hit.
Sawyer looked pretty good at the end. How pleased were you to see that at the back end of the
Extremely. He threw 2 pitches for strikes, going in different directions. The fastball running in on the hands and the slider going the other way, and he had location with it. To me, that was the key. Of all the guys we threw today, he had the best location. And when you do that with good stuff, you get outs, and you get quick outs. His 1 2/3 innings were the easiest, I think, of the game, because he located his pitches and he got quick outs, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Kind of sticking with Sawyer, it seems like he changed up his arm angle a little bit, and I guess what kind of does that add to this team, a guy that can kind of change arm angles and pitch effectively?
Yeah, with him, he's just he's as tough a kid as you'll ever find on a baseball team, and so his arm angle and his release point at this point is as much to do with what feels the best for his arm. It just so happens that it's also a slot that gives him pretty good movement. So he's going to continue to power through it, and he's a guy that we really want to be able to count on.
What have you seen out of Hunter Taylor the first couple of days? It seems like he's done really well, especially offensively.
He's a good baseball player. I think he needed confidence. He's gotten himself in tremendous shape. He's a fast twitch athlete right now, which maybe you couldn't say that about him last year, but he's taking good swings. He's catching his butt off behind the plate. He's throwing out runners. He's blocking everything, and he's doing a good job on pitches that are borderline. So it's everything we ask. And now we need Chris Cullen to do the same, so that we have 2 of the better catchers around. Yes. All right. Thank you.